José Mourinho's sensational return to Real Madrid ahead of the 2026-27 season marks the beginning of an exciting new era at the Santiago Bernabéu. With Los Blancos determined to reclaim both domestic and European dominance, the Portuguese manager has returned to the club where he previously transformed Real Madrid into one of the most feared teams in world football. Known for his tactical discipline, defensive organisation and devastating transitional football, Mourinho will be aiming to build another title-winning side, capable of competing for every major honour. Mourinho could set up his Real Madrid team in a 4-2-1-3 structure that transforms into a 3-2-2-3 shape and possession, giving the team control in every phase of play while maintaining a solid defensive foundation. The base of the structure is formed by the two centre-backs alongside the left-back, who provides an additional passing option during the build-up, while also having the freedom to advance when opportunities arise. On the opposite flank, the right-back adopts a more aggressive role, pushing high and wide to stretch the opposition, providing attacking width, and will support the forwards with overlapping runs. The midfield pivot maintains its structure out of possession, ensuring the team remains compact and balanced. In possession, however, the one midfielder is given the freedom to break from the double pivots, carrying the ball through midfield, joining attacks, and rotating across the pitch to create overload, while his partner remains deeper to dictate the tempo and provide defensive security. Ahead of them, the number 10 plays a crucial role in linking the midfield and attack. Using his energy, powerful ball carrying, and intelligent movements, he'll drive through the central spaces combined with the forwards around the penalty area, and create opportunities through quick passing sequences in the final third. The front three offers plenty of movement and fluidity. The left winger operates in a hybrid role, alternating between holding the width and drifting inside to attack the half spaces. The striker is given the freedom to drop into the midfield and connect play, while also pulling into wider channels to create space and disrupt opposition defensive shapes. On the right, the winger frequently moves into the half spaces and central pockets, acting as one of the team's primary creative outlets alongside the number 10 through intricate combinations and intelligent movement between the lines. José Mourinho's approach will be built around defensive organisation, tactical discipline, and ruthless efficiency in every phase of play. Using the standard tactical presets, his Real Madrid side will look to control matches through their structure rather than overwhelming opponents with constant possession. The team would remain compact and difficult to break down, while looking to exploit any weakness with quick decisive attacks. Jose would encourage his side to use the wide areas as a major source of progression, with the fullbacks and wingers combining to stretch the opposition before delivering crosses, cutbacks, or switching the play to exploit the gaps in the opposition's defensive blocks. The team would also be comfortable attacking through the middle when opportunities arise, using quick passing combinations and powerful ball carrying to break through the lines, ensuring they remain unpredictable in the final third. The build-up style will be set to counter, with Madrid looking to patiently conduct attacks from the back before quickly accelerating the tempo when openings appear. The centre-backs and deeper midfielders would help circulate possession, drawing opponents forward before releasing quick vertical passes into the attacking players. Mourinho's side would look to exploit transitions whenever possible, breaking forward with speed and purpose, through direct passing, powerful ball carrying, and well-timed runs from the forwards. While comfortable controlling possession when required, the priority would be progressing the ball efficiently and attacking spaces before the opposition can recover their defensive shape. Off the ball, the team would set up in a balanced mid-block, remaining compact between the lines and forcing opponents away from the central areas. The midfield would work tirelessly to screen the defense, while the backline stays organized to deny space between the lines. Rather than pressing relentlessly, the team would choose the right moments to engage, looking to force mistakes before launching dangerous counter-attacks. When protecting a lead or facing sustained pressure, the side would also likely be able to retreat into a disciplined low block, absorbing pressure, defending the penalty area with numbers, and remaining difficult to break down before springing forward on the counter. Thibaut Courtois would be deployed as a build-up ball-playing keeper and would provide the calmness and authority behind Mourinho's defensive structure. While he is more than capable with the ball at his feet, the manager would not require him to be heavily involved in the build-up consistently, instead encouraging him to make sensible decisions based on the situation. Courtois would distribute short when the opportunity presents itself, but he'd also be trusted to play longer direct passes into the forwards or wide areas to bypass pressure and begin quick counter-attacks. Defensively, he would command his penalty area, organize the back line, dominate aerial situations, and use his outstanding shot-stopping ability to provide the security that has long been a hallmark of Mourinho's teams. The back four of Marco Cucurella, Ibrahima Konate, Antonio Rudiger, and Denzel Dumfries provides José Mourinho with a defense that combines physicality, aggression, and tactical discipline, while still offering quality in possession. Cucurella will be deployed as a versatile fullback, and will have the freedom to adapt his positioning depending on the phase of play. He can play in central areas to support the midfield during the build-up, or advance on the left flank to combine with the winger and provide additional width. His energy and intelligence allows him to contribute on both ends of the pitch, while his aggressive defending and relentless work rates ensure he quickly recovers into position whenever possession is lost. Konate will operate as an aggressive ball-playing defender, and will be encouraged to step out of the defensive lines to win duels and disrupt attacks before they can develop. In possession, he remains composed, carrying the ball into midfield when space opens up, and breaking opposition lines with progressive passing to initiate attacks from deep. Alongside him, Rudiger is deployed as an aggressive stopper, and acts as the defensive leader of the back line. He attacks the ball with authority, dominates physical battles, and is tasked with engaging opposition forwards early to prevent them from turning and progressing play. His leadership, intensity, and defensive awareness would make him the anchor of Mourinho's defensive structure. On the right, Dumfries would be deployed as an attacking wingback with an attack focus, and is one of the team's main outlets in the final third. He would constantly look to push high the pitch to provide width, make overlapping runs, and attack the space behind the opposition's fullback. His athleticism allows him to contribute with dangerous crosses and late runs into the penalty area, while his recovery pace ensures he can quickly track back and maintain the team's defensive shape when required. The midfield pairing of Aurelian Tchouameni and Bernardo Silva provides José Mourinho's side with the ideal balance between defensive security and creative control. Tchouameni is deployed as a holding ball-winning midfielder and acts as the shield in front of the defense. His primary role is to protect the back line by breaking up opposition attacks, winning second balls, and dominating duels through the middle of the pitch. He maintains his position to preserve the team's defensive structure, allowing the more attack-minded players to operate with greater freedom, while also keeping possession taking over with simple and intelligent distribution. Alongside him, Bernardo Silva operates as a roaming deep-lying playmaker and is given the freedom to drift across the midfield in search of space. He frequently drops deep to receive possession before carrying the ball forward and progressing play with clever line-breaking passes. His movement helps connect every phase of the attack, while his technical quality and intelligence allows him to dictate the tempo, combine in tight spaces, and creates overloads across the pitch. Out of possession, Silva's relentless work rates also makes him an important part of Mourinho's organized defensive structure. Jude Bellingham occupies the number 10 role and is one of the key figures in José Mourinho's tactical setup. Deployed as a balanced playmaker, he provides the perfect blend of creativity, athleticism, and ball-carrying ability to connect the midfield and attacking line. Bellingham is given the freedom to move between the lines, receive possession in dangerous pockets of space, and drive the team forward with powerful runs through the center of the pitch. He combines closely with the front three through quick passing sequences, while also arriving late in the penalty area to become an additional goal-scoring threat. Out of possession, his energy and work rate allow him to press aggressively when required, before recovering into the team's compact defensive shape. The front three of Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and Arda Güler have contrasting roles that provide Real Madrid with multiple avenues to break down opponents, whether through quick transitions, intricate combinations, or direct attacks. Vinny Jr. is deployed as a roaming inside forward and is given the freedom to drift away from the left flank into the half spaces and central areas. His explosive pace and dribbling make him a constant threat in 1v1 situations, while his intelligent movement allows him to combine with Jude Bellingham and Mbappe before attacking the penalty area. His roaming role also creates space for the overlapping left back to exploit the wing. Leading the line, Mbappe will operate as a support advance forward, and he will frequently be able to drop deeper to connect play before using his pace to make explosive runs beyond the opposition's defense. His movements across the front line would make him difficult to mark, while his ability to link attacks and finish off chances ensures he remains the focal point of Madrid's attacking play, specifically on fast counter-attacks. On the right, Güler is deployed as a build-up wide playmaker and would act as one of the team's primary creative outlets. Rather than staying fixed to the touchline, he frequently moves into the half spaces to dictate attacks, combined with Bellingham and Silva, and unlock defenses with intelligent passing and vision. His movement inside will allow Dumfries to provide width on the right flank, creating a balanced and fluid attacking structure. Now, Real Madrid's board have done an excellent job in reshaping the squad to suit José Mourinho's tactical vision, but the club is still expected to strengthen with one or two more additions before the transfer window closes. One player heavily linked with the move is Nico Schlotzbach from Borussia Dortmund. The German international will provide a natural left-footed centre-back option, bringing greater balance to the back line, while completing what would be an entirely new-look defence. His composure in possession, aggressive defending, and progressive passing make him an ideal fit for Mourinho's system. In midfield, both Ayoub Bouhaddi and Enzo Fernandez have emerged as potential targets. Bouhaddi would add a youthful energy, technical quality, and long-term potential, while Fernandez would bring elite passing ability, composure under pressure, and greater control through the middle of the pitch. Either signing would introduce a different dynamic to a midfield that has lacked variety in recent seasons. The final name linked with the club is Michael Olise. Although he would command a significant transfer fee, his creativity, technical ability, and intelligence in the final third could elevate Madrid's attack even further. Olise would provide another elite creator capable of operating between the lines or from wide areas, giving Jose an additional dimension in possession and completing what would become one of the most dangerous attacking units in Europe. And there we go, people. That is how José Mourinho could potentially set up Real Madrid heading into the 2026 season. Of course, this is just a prediction video and it's nothing based off of facts just yet. It's more so based off of what I've been able to read, what I've been able to understand, and more or less how I think Jose could potentially set up this team. Now, if I haven't used your favorite player or your preferred formation, please don't hate me. I do apologize, but it is just a prediction video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Would Jose play a back five? I do kind of see him shifting to a back five every now and then, especially when it is to try and see out a game. You might see a 5-3-2 or a 5-4-1 or something along those lines. I do think we might see that. So again, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Now, if you are looking for any extra content, I make things like retro tactics, tactics extensions, as well as very niche sort of tactics, and I also take on tactics requests over on Patreon. Now, the link for that is down below in the description. I make extra content over on there, and a huge shout out to everybody who is already a part of that amazing budding community. A big appreciation going out to every one of you guys who are already a part of it. And again, if anybody is interested in extra content from yours truly, the link for that is down below in the description. Go ahead, join up. I already have about 50 videos or so over on Patreon, so there is a good amount of content already over on there. Now, if you're looking for any footballing chats and conversations, well, I have a Discord server and all are welcome over on the Discord. Nobody's opinions are wrong unless you say something bad about Bruno Fernandes. I mean, each their own. However, all are welcome over on the Discord, and the link for that is also down below. So, yes, I'm done with this video. I hope you guys have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace!